Hey, welcome to Watch Candy. I am super excited to get into this episode, specifically because it means a new watch for me. I just received this mystery package in the mail, and I think I know exactly what it is. I happened to win an auction for a vintage watch that I paid under $100 for. So without further ado, let's just jump right in. Alright, I've got the package right here. As you can see, I haven't opened it at all. Hopefully this is actually what I'm thinking it is, because that would be really awkward if I set up this whole recording if it wasn't. So I do have my trusty handy little knife right here, so I'm gonna get right into this. It's well packaged in all sorts of grocery bags, it looks like. That's interesting, but it does feel exactly what I was hoping it was. Fun thing about shopping on eBay is that sometimes people leave in random stuff, and it looks like they left in like instructions or something for some type of oxygen tubing swivel connector. Interesting find. But here it is. As you can see, it does come in its original box. We've got Longines Wittenauer product printed right on the center shield there. And I actually don't know too much about the history of this watch, and not even so much the history of Longines Wittenauer either. I do know vaguely that Longines purchased Wittenauer and kind of owned them for a while. I don't think Wittenauer has existed for a long time, as of course Longines still does. I assume it has something to do with the quartz crisis, because that's how all things are with watch history. But this box itself is quite interesting. Let's get inside. Wow, it is so dusty. Look at that, holy cow. Okay. I immediately was interested in this watch, not only because of this, gosh, look at all the dust. This is so cool. I was immediately interested in this watch, not only because of the square shape of this case here, but also because of this bracelet. I mean, look at that. That's really interesting. Hopefully I'll be able to cinch this down and adjust it a little bit, because I'm sure right now it is too big for me. But the seller claims that this watch was from the 1940s, which is something I was looking for because I'm trying to get a vintage watch from every decade. So as you can see right now, actually, because it's Sunday, I'm wearing my 1950s Gruen. I really like this guy. It's got a bumper automatic movement and everything. To me, Sunday is like vintage watch day. So it's totally fitting that this arrived today. But before we do anything else, we gotta make sure it winds. I'm gonna give it a little wind next to my microphone that's off to the side here. Ooh, that sounds good. That sounds really good. And the seconds hand is going. They did say this watch was recently serviced, so I'm not feeling terribly nervous about the functionality of this watch. Although I don't know how recently recent means, considering the thick layer of dust this watch came with. Oh, we have got something interesting here on our hands. Underneath this watch, there's an engraving. Oh, in a really pretty old English script too. R-A-S with periods in between all the letters. That is fascinating. A lot of people don't love vintage watches with engravings on them. I personally, that is something I have been looking for, and that wasn't in the listing at all. So that's actually super cool that it came with an engraving like that. I love engravings, especially when you don't really know what they mean or where they're from. It tells a story, it's a mystery. At some point, someone found it significant and important that they had this watch engraved with those letters, and that's just so cool. But we've got to throw this guy on the wrist, and it's gonna be too big with the bracelet. That looks so good. Wow, this looks fantastic. I love the patina on that dial there. It has that old brassy smell too. And it looks like you can just peel off the case with the little lip on the case back. Yeah, that's a pretty looking movement in there. Yeah, it looks nice and clean. Even got a little bit of perlage. I do see that the escapement is not shock proof, so we'll definitely have to be a little bit careful when we wear this, but no worries there. And the case back on the inside, it says cased and timed in USA by Wittenauer. There we go, we've got that nice and situated back in the case all ready to go. I am over the moon about this. This looks fantastic. It seems like it runs well. The movement is pristine. Definitely been serviced. It's got a beautiful patina on the dial. I'll definitely have to see what I can do about sizing this bracelet. And for only $65 plus shipping, oh yeah. Here's the wrist roll for you guys, showing you the bracelet up close as well as the proportions. I forget exactly what the diameter is here, but it's clearly not very big, but oh, it's perfect for me. So there you have it. That was my little unboxing. I've never done an unboxing video before, so I kind of just winged it the whole time, but I'm interested to see what you guys have to say. And once I get this size to my wrist, I'll definitely be posting some wrist shots on the Watch Candy Instagram, so definitely check that out if you want to see final results, because as you can see, it's pretty big right now, but no worries. What do you think about it? What do you think about vintage watches as a whole? I know this wasn't terribly informative of a video, especially because I don't know too much about the history of Wittenauer. If you guys want to see more videos about vintage watches, maybe my vintage watch collection, put that in the comments so I can see. And while you're down there, subscribe to Join Watch Candy. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you next time.